Hey, what do you know? I'm actually recording this game again after however many weeks it's been, and if I'm lucky, I might actually remember what the hell I'm doing. As proven last time, I never remember anything about this game in between recording sessions, but I am now here to turn in the meal tickets and get health upgrades, I guess is what this is. I've done it once before, you'd think I would know. But nope. I just kind of don't. Okay, there we go. So I had a free one, and then... yeah, I need to buy more from the goat down there. Let me see how many magic upgrades I can do. Well, let me focus on these first, let's see. Okay, that costs 45. I've got... unless the price goes up every time, I'll probably buy like 2 of these. And then, let's see. Okay, it does go up. Yeah, I'll buy 2 of them anyway. Health is good to have. And let's get some magic ones, because I don't use it. I don't use the magic terribly often, but I probably would use it more if I had more to use. It would make sense. One more? Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I was given the advice of basically spend all your money, there's no reason to hold on to it, and that does make sense, so... anyway. Oh, actually, now that I spent all my money, I just realized there's another thing I should probably be doing down in the basement. Alright, so yeah, I at least now have an actual decent amount of health, and, let's see... is it in here that I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah. This is where I buy stuff that I've missed, I think. Oh no, this is a minigame. Okay. Maybe it is the guy on the left in here. Or Grandma Swamp, yeah. No. You just give info. Okay, where was it then? The comment said it was in the basement on the left. Yeah, I don't actually want to watch this. But anyway, yeah, I don't know... oh, cool, pausing the game. I'm trying to get all my stuff up. I have, like, a notepad file open on the side with the random Q&A stuff and the, like, reminders of things I should be doing. Because, yeah, as I've stated many times, my schedule for recording this game is just completely screwed up. And, therefore... like, every time I actually go to play it, I just... oh, I think it's you, maybe, Frog? No? Apple Dude, you know what, why the hell not? Or actually, let's see if this other person has something else that I want more. Okay, so basically by far left, you meant far right. Whatever. Okay, that is basically the... axe from Castlevania, it sounds like. Alright. Don't know what that does. I would like to purchase all 3 of these. I currently do not have the funds for that. So, what I'm going to do is buy this thing anyway, because these are useful, apparently. I mean, I know they are, I was worried I was going to have to sit through the cutscene every single time, and I was specifically told I won't, so... I'm gonna go get another one of those, and then, there will be a treasure level, I think. There seemed to be one on the map. I'm gonna go check that out. Oh, wait. I haven't turned in the things to the bar. Does that get me money, or is that just for, like, sound test stuff? Because I don't really care too much about that. Let me go check it, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do quite well. Alright, I'll still go do the treasure level before I bother buying stuff, because I don't think that actually got me that much money in the grand scheme of things. I can probably buy, like, one thing. I think they were, what, 3,500? So yeah, I'll go turn that one in later. Why did I not have that before? I don't know. But yeah, down here is some kind of treasure level, it looks like. What's your deal? Oh, I need like a dashing item? Is that what I'm gathering here? Yeah. I currently do not have anything that can get me past that, because I assume the, this thing, yeah, it does not protect me from lava. I could probably check, but the horse mentioned a dashing item, so whatever. That's fine with me. What else was it that I wanted to do? There's still armor and stuff here. I won't worry about that, though. Oh yeah, let me go get the other Ichor. It's a potion, whatever. Ichor, yeah. I think I already have a healing one. Invincibility, I already have an item that does that. I'll just take 2 healing ones. It's probably the most useful. Okay. So, moving on to new and more bountiful things. What is this? Sounds like I'm definitely not a champion, so I doubt I'll be able to do anything worthwhile here, but let's find out. Nah. Sneak past you anyway. Okay, I guess I'll figure that out later when I have slightly more gold. I like how I was exactly 5 too low to go in there. Not that I would have spent it anyway. But anyway, Mole Knight. This sounds like a thing. Alright, so now that I'm actually in a proper level and will most likely, like, fail immediately. Yeah, pretty much failing immediately, because if I go down there, then I won't be able to get back up here, so let me clear this room out first, I guess. As usual, I do have some random questions to answer. One of them was actually posted back in the first video, and I somehow didn't see it. Definitely wasn't intentional for me to skip it, but the question was, have you ever specifically played a game alongside someone else LPing a game, and any strong feelings one way or the other? I'm not really sure about the second half of that question, like, just strong feelings towards people doing that. Like, I mean, if you want to, that's perfectly fine. Why is this not doing anything? Fishing pole is supposed to find stuff in the sparkling spots. I guess it's not guaranteed to. I don't know, people are going to yell at me about that, but I'm not going to worry too much. Anyway, have I ever played a game alongside somebody else? Oh, cool. I forgot that I could get out of that animation if I needed to. I'm trying to think, because I haven't, like, specifically gone out of my way to do it. There were times where... Okay, yeah, I need to stop doing that. There were times where I would be playing a game, and there would happen to be somebody else playing that same game. Like, right now, obviously, Breath of the Wild is kind of, like, the newer, like, big game that a lot of people are doing, and so, I was avoiding watching the Vinesauce streams of that for a decent amount of time, but eventually, kind of, we gave in and started doing it, so... I guess that counts, though it's arguable if I'm even playing that game. It's, like, I'm making progress so slowly that I might have the game finished in about 5 years. You wanna, like... There we go. Can I, like, make this go faster? Yeah, I can. So that sort of counts. There was an old Banjo-Tooie LP from way back in the day. I forget the name of the person who did it. It might come to me later, but I don't know. And I wasn't playing the game side by side, but when I went through the videos, I did, like, track all the collectibles he got so that I'd be able to post, like, what he was still missing. Except by the time that I actually caught up with the archives, he was already, like, almost all the way through the game. From what I remember, the only, like, notable thing that he missed was activating a warp pad in Jolly Roger Lagoon. And that was about it. I think he 100%ed the game otherwise. Yeah, I can't remember who that was. It was like Cypheron, was it? Cypheron 48, I want to say. I don't know, it was an old one. That was back in like 2007 or 8. Probably 8. I don't think I knew about LPs in 2007. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say on that question. Like, there's been probably a couple times, but none that were super noteworthy. I've never gone out of my way to, like, sync up my playthrough with somebody else's. But as for other people who do the same, I mean, more power to you. It's not like that's a bad thing. I don't know. Let's see, next question is, not so much a question as a request. Talk about why nostalgia can be really dumb. I would agree that it can be. I don't know if I'm going to ever say anything very enlightening on the subject. That isn't just kind of the popular opinion anyway, but I do feel that there's nothing necessarily wrong with preferring something because of nostalgia. Like, this game kind of stands to that. Like, it has old-fashioned graphics because it reminds people of games they played as a kid, and that's basically the entire reason. Like, they could have made it HD, but they chose not to, and that's perfectly fine. Is this a bridge I can stand on, or is this gonna kill me? Not gonna risk it. The problem with it comes in where, people become unwilling to try newer installments of stuff. Like, it's most common with Pokemon because there's the Gen 1ers that are like, okay, I need to test this. No, that's fine. Everything after Gen 1 is garbage, etc. And in many cases, it's people who never even tried the newer games. They just thought they looked stupid or whatever because they remember the originals being like these untouchable, holy creations that, like, nothing will ever be better. And that's kind of stupid, but I mean, you don't have to stick with something if you don't want to, I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm probably the same way with certain series myself. Like, the first Spyro game is still my favorite, even though the later ones are technically way better. But I don't know, for just something about the simplicity of that one always kind of speaks to me. So really, it just depends on the thing. I'm mostly talking about video games. I guess it works with other stuff also. But, like I said, I wasn't going to come up with anything super amazing on that subject. It's just kind of, that's how it is sometimes. As for the concept of, like, something not actually being good and still remembering it as being good, the way I see it, it's not hurting anyone. So, like, say that you grew up with a game that is, again, I'm going with games just because that's what I'm most, like, passionate about. It could be the same with, like, you watched a TV show that was kind of shitty and you have fond memories of it anyway. Like Rocket Power, I'm sure a lot of people could say that. But no, like, whatever, if you liked something despite it not being that great, then that's fine. Like, you can't convince other people that it was good, because it's like, hey, I was 4 and that show was the shit. Like, okay, maybe not for everyone, but I don't know. I'm gonna shut up because this subject is going on for too long and it isn't interesting. So, let's see. Between Frankenstein, Dracula, or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which story do you like more? I have not read or watched really any version of any of those other than, like, parody. So, I can't really give a decent answer. However, the question was also given with, like, a backup question for just such an eventuality. Like, if I haven't done that, then which sounds the most interesting? And that's kind of hard to say. Frankenstein, I kind of get the gist of, at least. Like, I understand. Well, actually, let me go back. I did watch Young Frankenstein with the Gene Wilder. It was a fairly long time ago that I did, and I don't actually remember it being that funny, even though it's supposed to be like this untouchable holy grail of comedy. I think it was okay. I just don't remember the specifics. But, I mean, story's pretty basic. Scientist creates, like, reanimates a dead body with a criminal's brain or whatever, and stuff happens because of that. That's the best possible way I could ever explain that story. It's simple, but it works. Dracula, I have to admit, I still don't really know what the plot of that actually is. Like, all I could ever say is just, there is a vampire. And I think he, like, lures in young women or something. And then there's, like, a vampire hunter. I know jack shit about Dracula. And, I also have to say I have basically no interest in Dracula. I don't know why. Like, there's nothing specifically about it. Okay, hold on. What do I have here? Oh, well, there's the dashing items. I'll take that. Alrighty. Let's go test that out. But yeah, it's like, there's nothing specifically bad about it. It's just, it never stood out to me as something that I really cared about. And the same goes for basically anything involving vampires, whether they're the, like, classic good kind or the, like, shitty Twilight kind. Like, I don't really care. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, I obviously know the basics, because it's just kind of ingrained in culture. Like, guy creates a potion, turns him into, like, a... not really a monster, necessarily, but I know that he's just kind of, like, a menace to society. And he has to deal with that. That's, again, pretty much all I know about it. So, given the three, Frankenstein, I think, sounds the most interesting. If I was to ever choose one of them to, like, actually... Okay, what is this? This has cracks, but I can't seem to do anything with it. Do I have any items that would help here? I don't think I do. Can't shoot upwards. Yeah. Not sure. I might have needed to get an item from a different level or something. But yeah, it's if I was ever going to watch or read one of the three, I guess it would be that one. I don't know. There are a lot of, like, old classic movies that I probably should watch, and the, like, old Universal monster movies would be in that list, and so would, God, I had something else I was going to say, and now I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to work. Damn, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say now. But I don't know. I mean, there's tons of, like, old movies that I've never seen that everybody else in the world has. But, like, Terminator, for instance. Just stuff that is... I don't know. But I'll shut up. Let's see. What was the next one here? I'm trying to make sure I don't die here. Also, how do I do this? Can I shove this over? Yes, I can. Okay, there was one just asking for relationship advice. I actually got that question in a recent stream, and my answer there was basically, I don't have any. Like, it's hard for me to really say anything on that subject because I have very little experience in the field in general. Like, for me, like, my successful relationship just kind of happened to work out through luck, I think. Of my failed relationships, I can say, let's see. Let me think of how each one of them ended. The first one was, I got, overly, like, paranoid, I guess you would say. Like, I don't know if I even want to talk about the specifics. It was kind of, like, terrible. But, okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen eventually. I guess I can just say trust is important. Be willing to make sacrifices and accept people for who they are. Don't force them to change. Like, if it's somebody that is, like, constantly pissing you off and you want them to change, then chances are you should probably just find somebody else. Like, if it's a minor thing, then maybe, but I never got that whole, like, women want a bad boy so they can make him better cliche. Like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Like, just find somebody who's good in the first place. But yeah, I probably shouldn't linger on that question because, like I said, I am certainly not qualified to answer it. There we go. God, that took a long time. All that just for a stupid gem. Oh, wait. There's also a timing puzzle here. Well, not really a puzzle, but there you go. Okay, let's see. If I had $10 million, what would I do? Again, I feel like I've answered this one at some point, but I don't mind answering it again. It would be a fairly boring answer. I would probably just kind of... Like, there might be a few indulgent purchases at the beginning, but nothing, like... Nothing stupid. Like, I'm not the kind of person who would, like, immediately be like, oh, I need to go buy, like, 10 different sports cars so that I can, like, have a different one depending on my mood. Like, the fact that I can't drive also contributes to that specific example, but, like, even ignoring that... Is that a death pit? I don't know. Whatever, I'm gonna keep going to the right either way. But it's like... Even if you have a stupidly huge amount of money, I feel like you should still kind of be smart with it. I'd probably just end up saving the vast majority of it, or, like, investing, so then I wouldn't have to worry about working my whole life. That would be an obvious plus. Probably a decent amount would go to charity, and then just, yeah, like, that's pretty much it. Like, some people would say... like, a specific list of things they'd want to buy with it, or, like, trips they'd want to go on. Like, I don't know, I'd just live my life and not worry about having to make money any other way. That's the best thing that can ever come out of that situation. Let's see, was that all the questions? Yeah, I think that was it. None others that I noticed, at least. Sorry if some of my answers were a little bit unimpressive there. I feel like a lot of them just kind of trailed off and didn't go anywhere particularly interesting, but I guess that's that's what you get when you ask questions to somebody who is not interesting in the first place. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, oh yeah, never mind, I was supposed to be going down this way. I don't know how often I mention this, but, I am, like, the cheapest person you will ever meet. Like, right now, I started working at the Pizza Hut, like, a month ago, or however long it's been, so I haven't even had this job for that long, but, when I had the call center job, I was there for, like, 3 years. And throughout those 3 years, I basically never once gave a shit about what my paycheck included. Like, I would get direct deposit, so I'd never actually really see the money necessarily. Like, Bruno or Martin would always handle the finance side of things, so... Oh, wait, hold on. It's like, I'd get it, it would go into the checking account, and then that would be it. We would just kind of have an amount of money that exists, and I trust is enough to survive with. And so, like, if there was ever something I wanted, like a particular game or whatever, I will usually just kind of ask if I can get it, and then the people who know better than me and know about the current financial situation will let me know. And if the answer is no, then I'm okay with that. The times that I would ever actually want to buy something were rare enough that this would come up like maybe twice a year, if that. It's like... There was a moment in Parks and Rec where Ron was getting audited, I think, and they had to like check on all the stuff that he ever spent money on in like the past 15 years, basically. And I forget who it was. It was like Leslie or Chris or somebody. It was like, in the past 10 years, you've spent $50 on clothing, and that's it. And he's like, yeah, that sounds about right. And that was supposed to be a joke because, like, it's funny, it's Ron, and he doesn't spend money on stuff, and he's very, like, basic and down to earth. But that's how I am. I still have, like, yeah, I'm not gonna make this jump, am I? I have a decent amount of the shirts back from 2005 when I just kind of, like, this was when we basically lost the house, and I literally had the shirt on my that I was wearing and like maybe one or two others, and that was it. So we went to Walmart or Target or something, bought about 5 shirts, and I still have like all of them. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. That sure is a fun ball. That's mine now. Alright, so how's this fight gonna go? I probably want to have... okay. Fire rod equipped, because it is gonna be more useful than the dashing thing. Now, this is the Mega Man boss pattern thing that I like. He actually has a... okay, maybe fire doesn't work when he's on fire. That would probably make sense. Yeah, it's a pretty varied type of attack. I can't fucking speak, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. It's not, look at me, I jump at strange angles and get in the way of you. It's like, I have a bunch of attacks and they're thematically appropriate. Okay, maybe I can't attack. Oh, hello. I will be taking that potion if I'm almost dead. Which is about now. Can I make this? Come on, we can do it. One more hit. One more hit. One more hit. There we go. And weird graphical shit in the background, and... alright. That'll do. So, since this is the last video I'm doing of this for the month, the next video is going to be Action 52, which I have to do in, like, the next couple days in order to stay on schedule. I'm gonna let this one run a little bit longer. Yeah, this looks good. I'm liking this giant pile of shit that I have to fight. I want to stay relatively towards the middle. Okay, there we go. No, gems! Gems more important. Okay, maybe they're not. Did that count? Gems more important. I actually don't think I succeeded. Okay, well, hey, meal ticket. I'll take it. Basically, I was just saying I'm going to let this one run a little bit longer than usual, and I'm fine with that. Okay, so several things have opened up. First, let me go back here before I forget about it. I believe I got another music scroll. That is the only one, right? Yeah. Or I guess he takes them all at once is what I meant. Here. Make me a quiche. What the hell is that? I wasn't really paying attention to what they were last time. I kind of noticed that they had different sprites before I grabbed them, but I didn't get a good enough look at them really to tell. Alright, let's see if I can buy these other items that I've missed. Okay, 7,000... Yeah, I can get all three of these. So, I'll test these out in just a minute. Actually, I'll do it right here. Yep, that is pretty much exactly the Castlevania axe attack. Toss a coin for a chance at riches. Does it just make money appear if you're lucky, or do you have to hit an enemy with it? Not sure if I understand that one, but I'll experiment with it a little bit. And an orb of boundless combat potential. What does this do? Oh. Okay, that's kind of neat. Oh, hello. I'll turn that in, I guess. But yeah, I think I've done everything in the town I wanted to do. I don't really feel like buying more magic or health or anything. I'll do that eventually. So... Oh, wait, can I not turn that one in? I did just get a new one, right? Not what I meant to do. How do I view what I have? Huh. Not sure why that one automatically turned in. Unless he did give me gold and I just didn't notice it. Not sure. Whatever. I could go back to the other town with the gear upgrades, but I don't think 3,000 is going to get me too much. Let's go ahead and check out that treasure level now that I have the thing to go through it. Okay, still, what does this thing do? Not what I meant to do. I guess I'll try that on an enemy. Oh, you know what? I completely failed to notice that this thing consumes magic when I use it. It would make sense. It is, like, a secondary item, and all the other ones consume magic. I don't know why I didn't think it would. I guess because it's more utility-based than the rest of them. But yeah. Alright, let's go. This reminds me of something, and it's not the... It's not the, like, clinging on to the lines of rings from, like, Sonic 06. It is similar to that, but that's not what's coming to mind. There's, like, something else. Oh, it's the mole thing. Like, the mole suit from Kirby's Epic Yarn. You do something similar to that. Alright, let's at least try to get some of this money back. Where's the fishing pole? There it is. I think the rest of that might be gone. I don't know if I can get any closer without falling off. I might be able to get that big gold one, though. In case you can't notice, I discovered off-screen that I can cycle through items with, like, L and R, which is good. That's a feature that I wish was in, like, actual Zelda games and not just Zelda Classic. That's another one of the reasons I don't care for Link to the Past as much as I feel like I should, because I was spoiled by Zelda Classic having, like, item switching like that, and then when I went to play Link to the Past, it has perfectly usable L and R buttons, and they just don't do anything. Would be nice to be able to cycle, but alright. Okay, that looks like a bit of a timing thing. Is that bubble gonna burst, or does it stay there indefinitely? Probably just have to be quick. Oh, God! No, I have to bounce off of it with the downward attack, that's right. I think. I actually don't even remember if that's what I do. That sounds like the right thing to do. I'm pretty sure I encountered those bubbles in the Whale Night stage, but I don't remember that. Because it has been more than 3 minutes since I've done it, and therefore my memory has completely eliminated it as unnecessary information. You dudes can go away. Oh, actually, hold on. What do you... What does coin do? What does coin do? Yeah, I think it's just kind of a chance of dropping stuff. It did say that, like... What's the description of that item again? Toss a coin for a chance at riches, yeah. I don't know. I guess a comment will tell me what that thing does, because I'm probably not going to figure it out on my own. Because I am a dumb. Alright, go, go, go. Bounce! Go, go, go. There we go. That is kind of interesting. Alright. More of the same. Oh, jeez. I say, and it's not actually that difficult. The problem for me is I'm dedicated to using the up plus B configuration for the secondary items instead of, like, the dedicated button for it. And so, like, having to switch between, like, remembering to hold up to use the item into, like, holding down to do the other attack, it was, like, throwing me off a little bit. But anyway, I do have some money. This cost 5,000. I really don't want to spend it all on that. I don't know what this does yet. I guess I'll see if people, like, advise me to go there. Let's go ahead and fight some overworld people. More treasure is never a bad thing. Can we be done? There we go. I never remember if these are, like, miniature versions of stages you've already completed, or if they're completely original. Because, once again, I know that I have done a number of stages, and one of them had lightning stuff like this, I think, but I barely even remember at this point. It's weird, like, I'm usually not this bad at forgetting stuff. I don't know what it is. Because it's not that I'm not liking the game. I do find it fun. It's just it's the curse of only recording once per week, plus the fact that I'm not actually recording once per week. I'm recording, like, once every 2 weeks if I'm lucky. Alright, that's cool. What is all this other garbage on the map? Q. Polar Night. Treasure level, which I probably can't do. Tinker Night. Can't see what the other one is, it's blocked. So yeah. I've got me another 3 stages to do. Not gonna be doing them right now, though. As usual, just a reminder that I'm still fine with continuing this game. If other people want me to switch to something else, and that seems to be like a majority opinion, I will take that into account. I've yet to really see anybody say that they wanted me to stop, but it's good to check. Not die here. Use my newfound thingy thing. There we go. There's a thingy thing, you cannot tell me otherwise. What is that item actually even called? Throwing anchor. See, to me it looks like a grappling hook. I just think of it as the axe. And I keep wanting to say cross, but the cross travels like a... Oh god. Cross travel straight forward and goes like a boomerang. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It's weird that I even know these things, because I have barely ever played Castlevania. I beat the first NES game with a lot of save state abuse back in, like, 2009 or something. And that's about my exposure to the series. Other than, like, the AVGN reviews. I don't know, it's never interested me. Going back to the whole I don't give a shit about vampires, that's probably why. Like, I know the series is more than just vampires, but what, I can be overly generalizing. Alright, Fire Rod. Are you gonna be useful here? Is this guy gonna knock me into a pit again? Okay. What did I get out of that? Was that like a health pickup? I heard some kind of, like, triumphant sound effect. It was too dark to tell what it was. Judging from my full health, I'm willing to say it was probably a health pickup. Alright, now let's go fight Demon Shovel Knight here. Black Knight, that's a very generic name. I like Demon Shovel Knight better. And she explodes. Tower of Fate. That was a good laugh. And here we go. Okay. You're just gonna run back and forth menacingly? Oh no, you have other moves. Wait, didn't I fight you before? I remember that attack pattern. I don't even remember if I fought this guy or not. Probably did. And I walk right into that one like a jackass. What are you digging up? I might actually have to use a potion in this fight. And I'm going to call them potions and not Icors, because I still don't know what an Icor actually is. Yeah, just keep digging up your weird explodey shit. Whatever. Oh, I can reflect those. I did not know that. But now I do. Which is going to be really good knowledge for the next time I fight this guy, because I won't remember it. Come on now. Just one more hit. There, up. Ganondorfing it up in here. And there we go. Okay, so I should... Okay, yeah, actually, before I do anything else, once again, I will take the advice of people who actually know this game. Oh, shortcut. Alright, so, questions for next time, and if you feel like I should test these things on my own instead of just getting the answers fed to me, that's perfectly fine also. I don't know what the shortcut does, I'm not going to find out yet, but, should I spend my money on going into this place, because I don't know if this leads to anything of use, or if it's just kind of like a weird, like... I'm picturing it as just kind of like a Hall of Fame, like, hey, look at these sprites we made kind of things, but it could be a full level, I don't know. Should I buy new armor or upgrades, or basically just what should I do with the money? And then, Propeller Knight, okay. I guess I have, 3 new levels to do, and this level involves both ice and flying in the name, so I probably need the, like, doodad from one of these 2 levels to complete it, so I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it, and as So I'll try to get an Action 52 video out in the next couple days before the end of April. And then we'll be back to this start of May. And hopefully I will not forget everything that I've done this time. Who am I kidding? I probably will.